Even as their bodies are already severely decaying, the salmon still choose to swim upstream, returning to the place where they were born, because only by returning to their birthplace can they ensure the survival of their species. Every September, salmon enter their breeding season. More than 500 million salmon gather in the ocean, traveling thousands of kilometers, just to return to rivers and spawn. As wanderers of the sea, salmon possess one of the most remarkable navigation abilities in nature. Without any instruments, they can accurately find their way home, across 180 million square kilometers of open ocean. Once they enter freshwater rivers, salmon stop feeding altogether, and the first challenge on the journey home immediately begins: violent currents and brown bears that have been starving for an entire year. After such a long migration, some salmon are already completely exhausted. No matter how hard they struggle, they will be eliminated here. The survivors continue upstream, but the real trials are far from over. After living in salt water for most of their lives, the osmotic balance of the salmon's skin cells can no longer adapt to freshwater. Soon their skin begins to peel away, and freshwater parasites seize the opportunity to invade. At this stage, nearly 90% of the salmon are eliminated. After round of natural selection, only a few remain to complete the final journey. With their remaining energy, salmon begin producing large amounts of hemoglobin, turning their entire bodies red. Only then can they convert their last reserves of energy into forward momentum, continuing toward the direction of home. After months of travel, the salmon finally reach their final spawning grounds. But at the river mouth, they once again face relentless pursuit from brown bears. For brown bears, salmon are the most important food source for survival. Without the fat stored from salmon, they would struggle to survive the long winter ahead. While feeding, brown bears know exactly which parts contain the most fat. So after catching a salmon, they consume only the roe and the skin. After escaping the bears, the remaining salmon finally reach their destination. This place is where they were born and where their lives will end. Female salmon use their tails, dig nests in the riverbed, and lay their eggs. Males remain nearby to fertilize them. Once everything is complete, the salmon exhaust their final strength and slowly sink to the river bottom. Their bodies begin to decompose, turning into nutrients that will nourish the next generation. 2 to 3 weeks later, the young salmon hatch. They will spend some time living in freshwater before returning to the sea. And one day in the future, like their parents, they will retrace the same magnificent and brutal journey.